when the Buddha was 80, one day he was very sick, and he knew that he would not live much longer. It was he was in the vicinities of Vaishali, a city north of Ganges River, and he spent his time visiting groups of disciples around the cities, and I gave them short Dhamma talks, a very short and very short and easy Dhamma talks, recommending practices. And he said that my dear friends, we should not take refuge in anything except in oneself, in ourselves. There is an island, very safe, very peaceful, within every one of us. And we should go back to ourselves and take refuge in that island. Don't take refuge in anything else, in anyone else. Go home to yourself and take refuge in the island of self. And the Buddha repeated that teaching in many short Dhamma talks. He knew that his disciples used to rely too much on him. And there will be one day when his physical presence is no longer available. And his disciples will feel lost if they are used to count too much on him. So he gave that teaching in order for his students to learn how to rely on the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha in themselves, and not in someone else. So the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha are available within, and you can get in touch with the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha if you go home to the island of self. In the Chinese canon, we find 3 words. Đừng tự trọng. You, my friends, should take refuge in the island of self. Because there is an island, very safe, within you, and you have to learn to go back and take refuge. In the Pali canon, it said Attadipa Sarana. Atta means self. Dipa is the island. And Saranam is taking refuge. Attadipa Sarana. And that is why we have the Gatha, inspired by that teaching, being an island unto myself. As an island, unto myself. So the first line is for one in breath, and the second line is for your out breath. And then your in breath again, and your out breath again. The Buddha is my mindfulness. Shining near, shining far. Wherever I find myself, the Buddha is there as a light, as an energy to show me the way. Because mindfulness is the energy that helps you to be really there and knowing what is going on in your body, in your feelings. And it helps you to know what to do and what not to do. Shining the way. And when you practice breathing in and out like that, you generate the energy of mindfulness, concentration, which is the real Buddha. Not the Buddha made of copper or stone, but a real Buddha. A Buddha made of mindfulness, concentration and insight. Because mindfulness always bring with it concentration and insight. I don't know whether we have an established French translation, but we can say il y a une île en moi-même. Je reviens à l'île en moi-même. Le Bouddha est ma pleine conscience. Éclairant mon corps et mon esprit. Je suis libre. I am free. I am free means I am free from forgetfulness, from fear, from confusion. Because I am being protected by the Buddha. I know where to go. I know what to do and what not to do. I am free from confusion, from fear. When you know where you go, you are no longer afraid. So I am free to time because there is one in breath and one out breath. In breath, out breath, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And you can practice in music. Someone can play violin and you practice with the music. In monosyllabic languages like Vietnamese, Chinese, is very convenient. In Vietnamese we have quay về nương tựa. Hãy đáo tự thân. Maybe it's a good idea for our European friends to learn the Vietnamese version and practice. I go back and take refuge in the island of myself. And when you walk, you can take refuge. Breathing in, you make 2 steps, quay về. Breathing out, 2 steps, nương tựa, quay về, nương tựa. It's like being an island unto myself. Being an island unto myself. You can practice in a walking position also. I remember that so many years ago, maybe 25, 30 years ago, when I practiced this walking, I found that 2 steps is not enough. I want to walk a little bit quicker, more quickly. So I add another word. Con quay về và nương tựa nơi hải đảo của tự thân. I go back and take refuge in the island of myself. So you have 1, 2, 3 for your in breath, 1, 2, 3 for your out breath. And if you want, you can make it into 4 words. Chánh niệm này chính là Bụt đang soi sáng khắp Sài Gòn. And this mindfulness is the Buddha himself. He is shining near and far. That's very good translation. So you enjoy breathing in and out and generating the energy of mindfulness. And at that time you are under protection of the Buddha, the real Buddha. Mindfulness, concentration. And then you go back, being an island into myself, as an island into myself, and you continue, Dharma is my breathing. Guarding body and mind. I am free. And then you repeat the first 4 lines. And Sangha is my 5 skandhas. Walking in harmony. I am free. No time. And you know the rest of Regatta. The rest of Regatta is breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. And so on. This is a wonderful instrument, a wonderful text for the practice of taking refuge. When you don't have any problem, practicing this kata brings you a lot of solidity, freshness, happiness, and that helps cultivate more mindfulness, concentration, and insight. When you do have a problem like confusion, fear, anger, or taking refuge will bring you relief right away. And Thầy has been practicing this kata for many decades already, and he still finds it very wonderful. So he wants his friends to do it also. It's one of the most wonderful katas that we have available. Shall we sing together? In an island unto myself, as an island unto myself, Buddha is my mindfulness, shining near, shining far. Sangha is my five skandhas working in harmony. Taking refuge in myself, coming back to myself. I am free. I think we have to sing "I am free," and then we breathe out before we sing. We continue to sing because Thai practices in Vietnamese. When you breathe in, you cannot you say I am breathing out. You have to say, I'm breathing in. Taking refuge in myself, coming back to myself. I am free. And there should be silence here in order for you to take an out breath. And then you say, breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. Continue. Wherever you go, we like to bring our cell phone, our computer, etc. Because these things help us to solve problems. But your computer may be stolen, your portable also, you may lose it. But the practice you bring along, no one can steal. So wherever you go, you bring your practice, because you are a practitioner. Whether you go to the airport or to the railway station, you take your car, or wherever you go to the marketplace or to the post office, bring along your practice. If you don't have a problem, the practice will help you to live deeply every moment of your daily life. And practicing like that, you cultivate solidity and freedom and compassion and insight. And if you have a problem, the practice will help you solve the problem. When you have confusion, fear, anger, it is that kind of practice that helps you to get out.